Bum, 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 bum.
Welcome to Bfam News, where the news has to be told because it cannot speak for itself. I'm your anchorman, DC. Welcome my party here, King and the Sheriff. King, how you doing today?
What up, DC? What up, Sheriff? Shit, man. I love where I'm at right now in life, man. Busy days, you feel me? I'm just enjoying it, man. I mean, shit. Football back, basketball back, hockey back, sports back, and
World Series
I'm,
is about to start tomorrow.
yeah, man. I'm
Yeah.
doing it, I'm doing a podcast with my guys, man. What else can I ask for, right?
I mean, how much better does that get? How's it going down there in Indiana, Sheriff?
And life is still great. As King just alluded, the NBA has tipped off. Baseball is wrapping up. The NFL's in midseason form. College football is in midseason form. NCAA basketball is right around the corner. Hockey's just started back up. It's a great time to be a sports fan right now. That's all I can say.
There's only one bad thing about being a sports fan, and that's if you're married and you go to the sports game with your son and, oh, Jason Taylor, who is that right next to you during the Dolphins Jets game?
Jason Taylor's whole steelo, yo. Watch this show. Oh my God. Yo, watch how they did this, man, Grammy, yo. He had the Jiffy sitting on up. Get up, baby, get up. Damn, they caught me. They caught me. Son laughing. Look, watch the face. No. That's my homegirl. Oh, yeah. What coincidence? You got something on you. Fuck. I'm down. I'm fucked. Yeah. How the fuck did they put that goddamn camera on me? Fuck. Damn.
He got caught.
Gentlemen, what have we learned about going to sporting events, sitting in the press boxes where you know the cameras are, and having your girlfriend on your lip? Sheriff, what have we learned about this recently?
We haven't learned nothing apparently because from the kiss cam. I mean, Jason Taylor, you're smarter than us. Come on.
I cannot wait to watch the next episode of Inside the NBA. How about you, Mr. I See What You're Doing?
Absolutely. Listen, he's not that smart, bro. I mean, you first of all, when they put you in the box, you're a veteran. You're a veteran. That's why they put you in the box, right? You got on a yellow jacket.
He's a Hall of Famer.
They're gonna look for you at some point to let people know that you're in the stadium. You know this shit. You got to know this shit gonna happen. Not even that though, but you got your son sitting on the edge of the chair, and you got your girlfriend sitting in the chair that he's supposed to be sitting in.
Oh, she was on his lap, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I mean, when she sat back down, she jumped in the chair beside him. And the son was sitting on the edge of a chair, bro.
Oh, I was trying to clean your back off.
Yeah.
When you get home, Mr. Taylor, it's not just that you were cheating. You were cheating with my son right there, which means that all along, you and my son, my flesh and blood, have known dude, his life is over.
In cahoots with him.
Yeah, she's going to be able to press charges that she has ruined his son. Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's going to cost a lot of money.
It's a
lot of money.
Lots of dollars paid out on this one.
So they always say, like I get offered free seats all the time. Luckily, I'm not the kind of guy that's going to bring my girlfriend, unless it's Lisa, and have her sit on my lap at the press boxes. But I also know that when I'm in these boxes, I know they're looking for me.
Yes, sir.
I purposely know that. We look around for it purposely. Like they tell you, hey, don't forget. Like he knew he was on camera because there's TVs in every booth.
He got caught.
He knew he got caught. And then while he was caught, we got to read his lips. Wow. Shit, I'm fucked.
Yeah.
Dude. So if you're that guilty, Sheriff, and you're going home to Chrissy, how does it happen when you walk in the door? Are you gonna beg for forgiveness? Or you just pack and leave?
Nah, I ain't packing my shit. I'm gonna, be honest, and I'm gonna like, hey, I fucked up, and then we're gonna pray to God that she's gonna be willing to listen and give me another shot because that's never happened before.
She's gonna beat your ass, bro.
Probably.
I'm gonna tell you right now. Yeah, King. Let's talk about some politics.
Yes, sir. Man. Trump is at a press conference speaking on how the people of Chicago feel about MAGA and the fact that he is cleaning up Chicago during the speech, though. Let's listen to see who he singled out as one of his greatest supporters in the city.
Oh boy.
So walking around with MAGA hats. You have women, beautiful black women walking around with MAGA hats. Please let the president in, and we don't care how he does it. They're not interested in National Guard or Army, Navy. Bring them in. Marines, bring in the Marines. They just want the crime to stop.
Big, beautiful black women in MAGA hats. Sheriff.
He's I'm trying to think how I want to say this. He's going in reverse right now. That's what he's doing. He's trying to cover up some of his tracks because, he's done damage control. That's what this is. I guess because, all the shit that he said, because he'll throw everybody under the bus. He don't give a fuck. But he's doing damage control. I think that's what this is. And plus, the bullshit he's doing to the White House, too.
We're definitely going to touch on that story next week. I want to see exactly a little more what happens on that before I report on that. There's a lot of stuff with that going on. It's disrespectful. Mr. IC, what you doing?
It's called community control.
That's exactly what it's called.
It's called community control. It's to be kind. It's letting people control. You feel me? He said two things that made sense to me. Big, beautiful black women. Big, muscular, beautiful black women. That doesn't sound like black women. If you've been to Chicago, I don't think that you see big, muscular, big, beautiful black women. You feel me? And MAGA hats. Where would one get a MAGA hat in Chicago with all the shooting and shit going on? It don't make no sense. Now, if I had thought about the climate in Chicago and some of these major cities, then I could see rainbows. I don't see little leprechauns, but I can see some rainbows. And they operate under that umbrella. These not beautiful black women that he's talking about.
I actually shortened the video because I'm not a Trump supporter. I shouldn't have done that because he did show 3 different groups of 3 to 4 people, big, black, beautiful women with MAGA hats on. And let's just be straight. I could pay 12 big, beautiful black women take a picture of my MAGA hat if I have enough money on me.
Right.
We know Trump doesn't lack in money. I think he's doing exactly what King was saying, man. This is called community control. Who's the one person that did not vote for Trump? Big, beautiful black women, especially in Chicago, which is one of the states that he lost, by the way.
Right.
Don't forget that part. Just in case we didn't know that part. Sheriff, it's sports time.
All right, guys. So the World Series is set. It's going to be the Los Angeles Dodgers versus the Toronto Blue Jays. The first game is going to be tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. And this is the first time since 1993 that the Blue Jays have made the World Series. Will the Toronto Blue Jays have a chance to knock off the Dodgers? I'm going to answer this question. With teams coming off of a 7-game series versus the team that has rested, those teams have won the World Series in the past. And that favors the Blue Jays right now. But I think this is going to be the Ohtani show. He's going to shine. I have nothing. I think this is going to be LA in 5. That's my opinion.
Mr. I see what you're doing.
Shit. If I was on the road But since I get to sit home and let you come to me, and I get to be with my wife and kids and play and do all type of wonderful things to my wife at night while we sleeping and shit like that. I'm smoking Toronto as soon as they get to LA. I'm smoking game one. How many games in LA? I'm smoking them both games. If it's 2 games, we smoking
2 games in Toronto, 2 games in LA, and then I think it's 1-1-1.
So we smoking them. If they got to start in LA, we smoking them twice in LA. Early.
I think they start in Toronto tomorrow.
Yeah,
They start in LA.
LA's got the home field advantage though.
Yeah, that's why they start in LA.
Yeah, we smoking twice in LA.
My thing is this: if I am the Dodgers and I have the power that I have, Game 4 is going to be a bullpen game. I'm going to call Game 4 right now. The first 3 games go to the Dodgers, and Game 4 will be a bullpen game by the Dodgers because I really don't want to win the World Series in Toronto.
No, not in Canada.
I want to go back home, and I know I have the talent to do this. I think that the Dodgers are playing with their food here. This is going to be. I mean, if the Blue Jays didn't play in Toronto and they played somewhere in America, I think the Dodgers would sweep any team right now.
Right.
They're just too powerful.
And they got Ohtani, so I mean, he's a
big piece.
He's a huge piece.
I think the biggest thing I see about this Game 1 is, we're not playing secret games here. You're going to the World Series. The Blue Jays haven't announced their ace yet.
Oh.
Okay? You can't do that. Like, I'm just speaking in a baseball perspective because I played baseball. If we're going into a 7-game series, I need to know the day that we win to go to the World Series. I need to know who my ace is.
Right.
I need to know as a player, who are we putting 2 games behind? I need to know who this is. So when I look up this morning on a Thursday morning as a Toronto Blue Jay, if I'm Guerrero and I wake up and I look at the pitching matchup for tomorrow's first game and it says to be determined, I'm not happy.
I think, we know the Dodgers are going to start Blake Snell.
Oh, yeah, I know that. It's been announced since they fucking went.
Trey Yesevich.
Yesevich is going to go. Okay.
All right. Start tomorrow, and it's in Toronto.
Okay, so it's in Toronto. Yep. I mean, why wait until Thursday night to announce your Friday Game 1 starter, King?
Yeah, I guess it's chess and not checkers, man. You feel me?
Man, there's nobody that Toronto has that Dodgers can't hit.
Right. I mean, but shit, the coach over there kind of felt. I guess he kind of felt like he'll help his but I guess he tried to figure like he'll help his pitcher keep the anxiety down and shit. Because if you know who the fuck you playing, and it's the Dodgers, you might be nervous for 2 fucking days, and then your game really off. You feel me?
I think the problem that I have with this is the World Series is about experience, and this Yeso kid, yeah, he had a great playoff season.
0 experience in the World Series.
But he only had 2 games before the playoffs. He was called up. So, it's not like he had this great season. They're just riding him, and now you're putting all this pressure. The biggest thing about a Game 1 starter in a 7-game series is that pitcher has to have the potential to pitch 3 games.
Yes,
it's 7 games.
Second youngest pitcher in world history.
Right. Why are you putting the second youngest pitcher? Didn't we learn from the Brewers when they put Mizorowski in against you guys? I know against the Brewers played the Blue Jays. Yeah.
Got smoked.
He got smoked. He got hammered. There's no experience. Just terrible coaching. Terrible coaching decision. You got Gossman up there. Don't you got? I think they've got 2 experienced players up there. Mm-hmm. I know they got Gossman. Why would you not start Gossman? At least he can start 3 games. I don't understand. I'll tell you another thing I don't understand. A young black man was driving down the road, and the charge is failure to signal within 100 feet of a right turn. He was then yanked from the car by the local officer and when asked to exit the vehicle. Let's look in on this video. And hey, remember to use your blinker because this could happen to you.
Let your signal 100 feet before you turn, bro. Go ahead, step out here.
No.
Step out.
Hey, no.
Step out.
You can't do that. That's unlawful.
Well, you're under
That's
arrest.
unlawful.
You're under arrest.
That's unlawful.
You're under
That's
arrest.
unlawful. Arrested for what?
So fail to signal 100 feet. You're under
No,
arrest.
you
Get out
can't
of the
get
car.
arrested for that. Hey, what you doing?
Out of the fucking car.
And in case you didn't hear that, that was get out of the fucking car for failure to use your blinker within 100 feet of a right turn. King, what the fuck is going on with these cops?
Everybody want to be ICE agents.
That wasn't even a nice problem, though.
No, but I mean, you got to understand something, man. I said earlier, the people that you hire for ICE are vigilantes. They on the vigilante mission.
Mm-hmm.
So this is what happens when you give them that type of power. The police obviously think that they have the same kind of authority. You feel me? So I don't know what state this is. I don't know what state or city this is in, but I mean, shit. I live in Florida. And we don't put the fucking blinker on until we stop at the stop sign. And I don't know what the law is, but shit. We not doing 100 feet or nothing, you feel me? We stopping at the stop sign and then we telling you which way we fucking going, you feel me? And then with that being said, unless you're in the turning lane and shit, I'm considering that you going straight. And you don't have to put no blinker on for that. You feel me? It was some tough guy shit, man. I mean, and as long as you got a badge on and shit, you feel like you have some kind of authority to be physical with people. Every time outside of that fucking badge, remember, the same people that you do that to, outside of that badge, one day you may just come across those same fucking people. Mm-hmm. And then we got a problem.
Sheriff.
First of all, this is wrong. I mean, on many levels. I hope, this cop lost his job. Because there's no situation in my head that we arrest somebody for not using a fucking turn signal. A ticket? Maybe. But not jerking somebody out of their car. And first of all, dude was recording him and he had his body cam on. Like he's not going to win this at all when this goes to court. And, he's the problem. He's the one that makes the cops look bad. And I think he looked like he was an African-American agent too. So this is just bad overall. And that poor kid, because he looked like he was a young 20-year-old kid, and now he's going to have to deal with all this BS and all the backlash from it. And I feel sorry for him.
I think the thing that it brings to me that I just think about what I would do in the situation, okay? There is no earthly way I am opening my door to an officer for failure to use the turn signal.
I think he opened his door for him, though.
Okay. I'm just saying, if you ask me to get out of the car, I see no reason for me to get out of my car for a moving violation.
Right.
Okay. When you ask, like these cops, I think what I'm scared about is like for my kids and grandkids down the road, because we always thought like everybody's got these cameras in their car now that record everything that happens, and that makes you feel quote unquote safe. That young man said, "What am I being pulled over for?" The officer said, failure to take within 100 feet of turning. And then he asked him, got a car, and he said, "No, I'm not getting out of my car." And then he takes him and yanks him out of the car. I don't understand.
That's when he said, "Then you're under arrest." Then he said, "Then you're under arrest."
And that's another thing. You cannot be arrested for a moving violation. All it is points on your license and a ticket and a fine. If there's not anything else,
running from the cops, that would be. But I don't think that was the case.
Definitely wasn't running. Definitely wasn't running. I just don't understand. Like I wrote a note to myself. I got lots of cop friends that I see down at the Battery. I'm just going to ask them, what would be the reason to remove somebody from a car for failure to signal?
Right.
You know, unless there's more to it. Like and that's what I wish about the video. So like, obviously it's the kid's video. Let's just say this cop was following said kid, and you find out the kid has a felony warrant, and you sit there and you wait for him to make a mistake, a simple mistake like X. Now I understand ripping him out of the car, but I just feel like that should have been in the video somewhere.
This was blown out of proportion.
Don't you tell him that though when you pull him over? Don't you tell him I'm pulling you over because you got a warrant?
I mean, I would. I would. I mean,
I
you know you got a warrant.
I didn't hear anything about a warrant though on that.
Yeah,
video.
he said, why did you pull me over? It said failure to turn.
When DC saying, what if it's more? What if he found out that he had a warrant or something? You have to tell that person that you just can't assault and pull him out of the car like that.
Right. Like if you found out afterwards that he had a warrant, that still does not make that legal.
Still doesn't warrant the way he was treated.
Right. That's not avoid that. Especially you cursing at him, so you being belligerent with him. That's wild.
Absolutely. 100%.
You know what?
I mean, I think you're going to get a trespassing charge, honestly.
Yes, sir.
If all it was a moving violation and you went into his car, that officer's trespassing.
Unlawfully.
Right.
Yeah, just trespassing. Easy. King, more politics, baby.
You know how I love it, man. And it's such a beautiful thing. Peaceful protests performed all over America for the No Kings peaceful protest. And the day after the event, our guy, Agent Orange, in the words of DC, Trump was asked how he thought the protest went. Let's see what he had to say.
I looked at the people. They're not representative of this country. And I looked at all the brand new signs paid for. I guess it was paid for by Soros and other radical left lunatics. It looks like it was. We're checking it out. The demonstrations were very small, very ineffective, and the people were whacked out. When you look at those people, those are not representative of the people of our country.
I'll apologize to everyone on the radio that heard that. For being a politician that likes entertainment, he could have got a lot better sound check on Air Force One. We knew he was on the plane. But you heard what he said, King. It was very ineffective.
I mean, shit. Everything that America is doing right now is ineffective in his eyes. Okay? I mean, shit. I saw the videos. I mean, God knows the way that me and you communicate. I sent you numerous videos with thousands and thousands of people in the fucking street. It looked like the Million Man March or some shit like that, bro. It was like really an amazing thing to see if you ever get a chance to go back and look at some of the videos and how many people turned out. And remember, there was 2,500 different locations and 7 million people were in the streets. You feel me? We wish that those 7 million people would have came out and voted. But then again, that's in the past, and now we're dealing with the fact that do I think it was effective? We still have to see what the ripple effect of that is, you feel me? Because you don't know what happens after that. But I mean, on that particular day, he was being coy about the fact that it was ineffective because shit, I mean, how do you get 7 million people to come out in the streets to protest against you? That's threatening to him. And that's what that was.
How you feeling, Sheriff?
Well, I mean, look at the verbiage that he used as well. He called them lunatics. But to me, is that the pot called kettle black? He's a fucking lunatic. I'm not wrong, am I? I mean, I think he's slowly starting to get the Joe Biden effect. He ain't all the way. He's starting to lose it up there, I think. And, you know, it's like what's going to come out of his mouth today? You know, what crazy shit are we going to say? And it's going to be a long next couple of years are going to be long.
So I'll tell you what I said, and I said it before on different shows. I can't remember what show I was on. It doesn't matter. All you protesters are dumb, and you are ignorant.
You said
all of you. He said it right. He's telling you what you are because you know what you just did? He's on Air Force One. The one words I put down here, I saw who was there. Well, how do you think he did that in 2,500 different locations? Because you retards told them where you're going. And guess what? Now all of you have facial recognitions, and all your lives, I'm going to go into King. Here comes the ripple effect, you stupid motherfuckers. Do you not see what he's doing to states that he didn't win in? He's going in there to clean them up.
Yes, sir.
Okay, the states that he did not win, he's going
trying
to
to take
clean
control.
them up. Now you people are showing him we are not going to vote for you because we don't believe in this king shit, and we're going to protest and show you how we can show up in force. And he's like, go ahead. Click, 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 click.
Screenshot.
I mean, that Will Smith movie, and I can never remember it, when they changed his identity from the air and like they just dropped the dude. That was an old movie. Okay.
With the twins in it.
If he says, yeah, and it told his wife and painted his dog and all kinds of shit, fucked up his whole life. That was our government doing that shit. And I know it's only Hollywood, but where the fuck do you think these ideas come from?
Real life experiences, man. Somebody is putting that out there, testing you to see if you're gonna respond to it and how you respond to it.
One thing I know, if you hear Agent Orange say the words, I saw who was there, dude, if I tell, it's just like you tell me, like DC, you had 17,000 people show up. Oh, yeah, I saw who was there. If I say that, I'm telling you, yeah, I saw who was there.
Yeah.
I mean, it only makes sense, too.
I warned people not to go to these. Like, I called all my family members and say, hey, you're not going to support this. I don't care if you support it or not, but you're not going.
Don't go down and be a part of it.
Don't be a part of it. Be a part of it on your internet where you can just shut your internet off. Don't go down there and let him find out.
I wish he would go on to say that he watched Bfam News and it's such a great show.
Oh, man, that would boost the ratings big time.
I mean, it'd be awesome if one day Trump comes on his IG. We all know that everybody watches Bfam. We know. One day he comes on his IG and goes, y'all ought to listen to that DC and that Mr. IC or the sheriff, any one of us. Listen to what they're telling you. You guys are fucking idiots. Don't show up at protests. I'm going to fuck your world up.
That'd be a hell of a plug too, wouldn't it?
It would.
Yeah, that would be. I would actually like to hear him say that type of shit though.
Me too.
You know what I'm saying? At least it won't be fake news and shit, right?
Facts. I'm saying facts.
Ain't nothing fake about any of this.
I tell you what, I research too much for our news to be fake. Yeah. But I'll tell you one thing is not fake. Talk to me about this Daniel Jones bank account that seems to be growing.
Oh, man. So Daniel Jones, and he has officially secured $600,000 in incentives following Sunday's dominant win over the Los Angeles Chargers. He has an incentive that reads that he will receive $100,000 for every win and that he plays at least 50% of the snaps. He will receive at least $1 more million if he can lead Indy to the playoffs, on top of the $100,000 for every win. Based on these numbers, how much do you think Indiana Jones will make by the end of the season? I'm gonna let King start and then I'll finish it.
Shit. I already got 600. Shit. 600,000 plus another. Okay, so at 6 for those games, shit. I mean, hell, we got another 11 games. Shit, let's just be
10 games.
Shit, he'll get about 1.3 off for the regular season, and then he'll catch another $1 million when we run into the playoffs. So shit, I can see him at about 2.5 million or some shit by the end of the season. That's a nice fucking paycheck for one season.
The hell of an incentive too.
Yeah. We definitely be in the playoffs, so that $1 million, right? They should put that in his bank account right now. Yeah.
They have a 98.6% chance of making the playoffs currently.
We got 2 against. We got Tennessee tomorrow. We got 2 against Jacksonville, and we got 2 against the Texans, and that'll win in the South. Winning the South will put us in the playoffs. So shit, hey man, that's 6 of the. That's 5 of the 6 of the next 17 games. So shit, there you go.
What do you think, Sheriff?
I think that Daniel Jones is gonna have I'm gonna go bold and a 15-2 record.
15-2.
I mean, if nobody can stop Taylor, nobody can stop our offense. We are on pace to do what we were doing in 2009 when we had the best team in the NFL that year, because we're spreading the ball. We are just doing a lot of confusing things. Nobody can plan for it. I really think that we only lose one more game.
Just one more.
So I got to ask you something. I'm going to get a little bit of data here before I get it. So keep talking a little bit.
All right. So with that, the Colts next games, they play against Tennessee at home. They got to go to Pittsburgh, and then I believe they go to Germany. It's a home game against Atlanta. Atlanta is like a hot and cold team. 1 minute they're great, and the next minute they're just like, what the fuck? And Penix is hurt, I heard. And then they have their bye week, which he's not hurt?
No.
So here's where I'm at. Who's running the money up there in Indy? Isn't that Ursay chick now? It's the daughters, right?
Yeah, all 3 daughters.
Okay, let's keep this straight now, okay? You don't have a man running it right now. You have 3 females running it, okay? What's the chance that you guys win the next 3 games, which would make you 9-1, correct?
Yes, sir.
Why don't I bench Daniel Jones to save $100,000 a game? To save money? Tell me why. Just tell me why. Because if you guys look, if you're 9-1 and you have a 3-game lead, why don't I bench Daniel Jones and be smart? I'm not trying to say it's a dirty move. I'm trying to say it's a smart move.
Well, I mean, if you win the next,
and then you can also add in there. What if I just let him play the first quarter?
If you win the next 3 games,
you're 9-1. You have and that's saying that Jacksonville wins every game they win, and they can't because one of them's against you.
We got to go to Kansas City too, man.
Yeah, but you could have a 4-game lead. Why wouldn't you sacrifice 1 game?
Because you want to.
Because you want to what? If he gets hurt. If he gets hurt, you guys are trash.
You got to secure it, though, man.
Yeah, because we don't have a quarterback.
Okay, and there's the other reason. Like, if I'm a female with all this money, and I say, look, we are 9-1. The Jaguars are 4 games behind us, and that's saying Jacksonville wins all their games when you guys play them. We have a 4-game lead. Daniel, I'm just letting you know, I'm going to let you go out there and ball for the first quarter, but I'm sitting you after that because I want to see who's on my bench in case you get hurt.
Well, you can't. Nobody's on the bench unless you use the back
Leonard.
Unless you use Ricky Riley, nobody else. I don't think that Richardson has had
He's
enough.
on IR too.
I don't think.
I'm saying the rookie too. I'm not saying Richardson. I'm saying bring the rookie in, let him hand the ball off and throw some dump passes. It's about experience. You cannot go into playoffs with just the fact that Daniel Jones has to stay healthy.
So
if he goes down, you guys are trash.
So here's the deal, right? This is what
that is 100% true right there.
I would rather test my rookie during the season with a 4-game lead in my division. If I know I'm making the playoffs, I'm getting my rookie out there for a game.
This is my proposal to
listening
between the Colts and the Browns. You feel me? We send you Anthony Richardson, man. If you send us Shador, you feel me? Because Shador needs some play. He needs some time, man. I mean,
we talked about this last week, though, King. You don't remember King? You don't remember last week the reason why Shador's not playing?
For that stadium, and I get it.
Yeah, that's my chess piece, baby.
But the Cleveland Browns so finicky, man, to where they'll fuck around and draft another quarterback.
We're dumb enough
possibly.
You feel me?
That's a strong possibility.
Here's also a fact: we don't play Jacksonville to the first game to game 13 for us
in December.
in December.
Yeah, it's
Then-
exactly good.
Yep, and
So-
then we turn around and play them 3 weeks later after that.
It's
So
exactly
why would you not put Riley Leonard in? Why not?
you know?
I don't see any reason not to do it.
I think they're still playing for the number 1 seed right now. I think
Right.
they have a lot to. They have a lot
You
of
got something to prove, man. You got something to prove, and I mean, most of that after that, you on the road for the next 2 games.
Yeah, and because that Falcons game is not a home game.
Right.
It's in
You on the
Germany.
road. So
I mean,
after you get rid of the Falcons, you
Arrowhead.
go to the Chiefs. That's what happens with that. You go to the Chiefs. Now, I probably would sit in for the Chiefs game. If I'm just willing to lose another game, I probably sit in for that one. But I mean, just so he don't get hurt, because next time I shit, you probably gonna end up having to see the Chiefs in the AFC Championship game the way they playing right now.
Patrick Mahomes has never beat the Colts.
Okay, so let me explain something to you before we move on to the next. I saw Kansas City, and that's a different Kansas City.
It is.
That shit there with Rashee Rice in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, we talked about that.
Wide open, bro. That's a different Kansas City, man. And
Let's not forget that Vegas is writing that script, though. It's awful funny how Rashee Rice comes back and he's wide open for 2 touchdowns in his first game back.
Touchdowns in the first game is ridiculous, bro.
And let's talk about corruption a little bit. It's everywhere, not just in sports. We know about some corruption that happened in the NBA today. We'll talk about that next week after DC gets a little more information, I hope, through Charles. But now Bitcoin has a $15 million hit. Christopher Reyes is going to explain how it went down and how the leaders of this are still being looked at. Let's listen in on this very interesting story, because I know all my friends tried to get me on Bitcoin. I was like, nah, there's going to be some bullshit going on. Check out this Bitcoin.
Prosecutors take down a crypto criminal ring that results in the biggest forfeiture ever, $15 billion worth of Bitcoin. It's the illegal proceeds from a criminal operation that used forced labor camps in Cambodia to find Americans and others around the globe and dupe them into investing. But once the money was handed over, it was stolen, according to an indictment unsealed on Tuesday. Under the threat of physical violence, the laborers used phone farms to hunt for victims, authorities allege.
It could have been a text to someone saying, just kind of getting them to engage in conversation. And then over the matter of days, weeks, months, that seemingly innocuous conversation would then turn into, hey, I've got this investment opportunity for you. What do you, after they've built that trust.
The head of the Cambodian-based Prince Group, Chen Zi, was indicted on federal charges of wire fraud conspiracy and money laundering conspiracy. He remains at large.
And the only reason I picked this one out the most, there's other lawsuits against other Bitcoins, is because my buddy Hanif recommended this particular Bitcoin to me. $15 billion, Sheriff.
That's a lot of dollars. That's a lot of Bitcoin too. You know, I don't believe in the cryptocurrency. I never have. And now with, we're losing our true currency here in America with the pennies. Pennies is just the beginning. It's just the beginning, unfortunately. Not only is my restaurant affected by this, but I'm noticing CVS's are now affected by this. Some of the Kroger's, Walmart has a sign up about the penny shortage. There's no value to the dollar anymore, unfortunately. That's what this boils down to.
King?
Well, I had someone come back from Italy and say that the dollar in Italy is valued at 83 cents. 83 cents. And they won't take cash. They don't even want the paper money. But let's talk about Bitcoin, right? At some particular point, and we've been getting trained for this shit all our lives.
Mm-hmm.
Why else would we have a debit card and all that there? We forgot that cash is king. And I could tell you right here in Florida how that works. When the hurricane here and all the power went out and shit, all the debit card machines and all that don't work. You don't have any cash, you can't move shit around, bro.
Nope.
But they want to get rid of the money because then they control the power, they control the digital currency, they can wipe you out whenever they get ready. And now you at the mercy of
the government.
Yeah, that's what that is. And everybody going cash out me this cash. Why would they give you cash app and the cash out works so good? They came back and they brought Chime, and then you can borrow money through Dave. You can get this motherfucking card, that card. You feel me? And that's what happens. I mean, the world has always been, our world was always being pushed towards digital currency. Now, the thing that you got to remember about that digital currency is if you had money in Bitcoin at 100,000 or whatever, you have to. The problem with digital currency is there's no way to transfer it into something else. Because if you could transfer it into something else, you would transfer it into precious metals or something like that. Now you're sitting on a boatload more on something that's way more valuable than the Bitcoin. But I mean, shit, there's no way to transfer digital currency back into
physical form.
Yeah, you can't. So once you go that route, you just stuck yourself.
I'll tell you, as the oldest person on the panel, Cash is King is gone. There's a new one. It's called Gold. It's called Gold Till You're Old.
Yes, sir.
There's one thing that they cannot control. How are you going to get rid of gold?
Right.
Like people ask me how much you got in your bank account. Number one, none of your business, but not very much. Ask me how much gold I got. Then the conversation is going to change a different pace. They can't fuck with gold. No matter what, if you have gold, you have what they need. And whoever they is, gold's where it's at, man. And don't fall for the other ones, sir.
DC, how much gold you got?
Enough to make a gold statue of you in full weight value.
Damn, nice. That's what's up.
Easy. Gold is king. Gold till you're old.
Tell you.
Don't get it fucked up. Your money value is not in cash. I said a long time ago, there's going to be some chip that they're going to insert us, and all your shit's going to be on your hand, and you're just going to flash your hand. That's why they're teaching you to flash your card now. I mean, it's going to end theft. Yeah, you just gold till you're old, people. Gold till you're old. King Putin's talking.
Yeah, we're all waiting for Putin to respond to accusations and threats from Trump. Well, he has responded to Trump and America on how Russia feels about Trump and what they'll do if he doesn't calm down. But let's listen to what they'll do if they don't calm down.
I have seen your so-called ultimatum. 10 days for Russia to abandon its mission, for a sovereign nation to bow to foreign threats. Let me remind you, we are not your colony. This is not your backyard, this is the Russian Federation, and we do not take orders, especially not from men who can't even control their own Congress. You send submarines toward our waters, you move pawns across the chessboard. But understand this, we play our own game. And when Russia plays, we do not bluff. You speak of peace, yet fan the flames of war. You speak of sanctions, but your own economy teeters on the edge. And now you think you can command Russia like one of your bankrupt casinos. No, Mr. Trump. Russia does not kneel. Not for NATO, not for Brussels, and certainly not for you. You want peace, then stop pouring weapons into Ukraine. You want quiet, then silence your threats, not your diplomacy. Take your deadlines, take your submarines, and take your nose out of matters that do not concern the United States. Because if you continue, then the next 10 days won't bring peace. They'll bring consequences. Stay away, Donald. You are playing a game you do not understand.
Sure.
That was a hell of a mic drop from Putin. Like, I don't think I've ever heard a direct threat like that publicly ever from Russia like that. Not like that. He pretty much said, you got 10 days or fucking World War III is on. That's what I heard.
So basically what's going on right now is Trump has given Putin 10 days to get out of Ukraine. And while they got those 10 days to get out, Trump is giving Ukraine weapons to defend themselves against Russia, who's attacking them, trying to take over because Ukraine is rich with oil. Our ties to Ukraine are zero. But because this is the game of risk, Russia is attacking Ukraine right now, trying to take over their natural resources of oil. And we have no dog in that fight, except for Trump wants that oil now. How are we going to get it over here? I don't know. It's fucking Ukraine.
There's no way. There's no way to get it over here.
And then it borders Russia. Okay? I get it. And I know he doesn't want Russia coming any close to Alaska, but I don't understand this fight. I don't understand why he tells Putin you got 10 days to get out. King, can you elaborate?
That's his friend.
I was waiting for this. This is exactly right.
They went to college together, man. That's his friend. One of them gonna get it. One of them gonna get it. Either Russia gonna get it.
Somebody's gonna get got.
Or the United States gonna get it. But we got to be clear about this right here. Isn't that the same guy who told Zelensky he should just give up? Yep. Did we forget that shit? We forgot that he told him in the Oval Office that you should just give up and let the man do what he's going to do. You feel me?
Mixed signals, isn't it?
And now you hear him telling Putin, you got 10 days to get out. And if you believe, and if you look at it, on the surface, you would think that, oh shit, they finna get into a big fucking fight. And the person that the country that's gonna suffer at the end is gonna be Ukraine. Either way. It's like excuse my language, DC. It's like a gangbang. Everybody gonna get a piece, goddamn it. You feel me? So you either gonna get it from the front or you gonna get it from the back, but you gonna get it. You know what I'm saying? And that's how that works.
100%. I also think this is diversion. Like everybody's like, oh my God, we can't go to war with Russia. We're not. This is to make all the people that don't follow politics worry about war with Russia so he can keep on fucking around with other shit. It's definitely a diversion. Russia does not want to bomb us, and we don't want to bomb Russia. Okay, let's just get that straight. That's why Trump is like reinforcing countries that are right around Russia. Right. We don't want to fight Russia, but here, Ukraine, we'll give you some of the best weapons. You go in there and get your ass kicked. Like King said, the victims here are not going to be America. It's going to be Ukraine. Because whatever Russia's using now to beat up on Ukraine, now they're just going to double it.
They're going to go to North Korea or
no, they'll just double it. I mean, if I'm beating up Ukraine, I'm at war with Ukraine and I'm Russia. Let's not pretend my whole fucking military is fighting Ukraine. Okay?
It's sad for the country of Ukraine and their citizens and their people, because at the end, like you said, they're damned if they do and they're damned if they don't.
Facts. All facts.
Unfortunately.
All facts. Oh, the NBA is tipping off. Talk to me, Sheriff.
All right, guys. The NBA has officially tipped off, and now all the teams have at least played one game. From the other night, Oklahoma Thunder, the 2025 NBA Finals champions, were the Oklahoma City Thunder, and they tipped off against Houston in a double overtime thriller, with SGA having 35 points, 1 for 9 3-point land, 10 for 14 free throws. Played 48 minutes in that double overtime win over the Rockets. The Lakers lost their home opener against Golden State. The majority of the games were played yesterday. A lot of great games. We're not going to touch on the big news today just yet, like we said earlier. The Pacers got to have their rematch for Game 7 of the finals today. That game went to 2 overtimes. They fell short by 7 points against the Thunder. SGA looked exhausted at the end of that game, though. 51 points. I think it was the 4th time in his history that he's scored 50 or more points. So they did beat the Pacers. And I've seen that Denver was beating Golden State currently. Man, the NBA is in full swing. Who is the overall favorite to win that Larry O'Brien trophy that we see on the screen right now? King?
Shit, I don't know. I saw a lot of great teams. I would say one that I think would be in the running would be a young revamped Orlando Magic team. You know, and the reason why is because they added some new pieces, man. Shit, Desmond Bain went bonkers last night. He shot his ass off, but I mean, hell, I would even go out on the limb and say, shit, it might be Trade's turn to get him one. So Atlanta is in the running with that because I mean they revamped their team. You know, most people might consider the Oklahoma City, but I mean, shit, that's gonna falter out, bro. That shit's gonna flatten out. Maybe Houston could be in the running for that because I mean, shit, they got a team. Right. I don't think everybody healthy. You feel me? So it's up in the air right now, man. I couldn't tell you who I think gonna win right now because shit. 9 out of 10, if I pick somebody right now, I'd probably end up being wrong. It's just going to be a hell of a season, I can promise you that.
My input's going to be the best game out of the 2 days was definitely Wemby versus Flag, man. Wemby put up fucking 40 points and shut down Flag. I mean, completely. Flag looked so frustrated in the paint when Wemby was there. It's kind of funny when you get two big men and one of the big men is just a little bigger and you just can't get around him. He could not get around Wemby's arms.
Wemby's
telling you,
a little bigger. He's a lot bigger than everyone.
If Wemby, he's just a little bigger than Cooper Flag. He's not that much bigger than Cooper. But I like San Antonio. I'm just going to keep it real. I think they've got the pieces and the bench to go pretty deep this year. And, man, I really thought that Wemby versus Flag was going to be a way better game. But total dominance.
I'm with King. Like, you know, I'm an Indiana guy. You know, my Pacers went to the NBA Finals and, you know, took it to Game 7. It would be really hard for me to say that, hey, the Pacers are a favorite to win. I think it's really wide open. The season is super, super young. It's only like, I think the Thunder are the only team that's played 2 games so far. There's a lot of things that can happen. Injuries, teams can get hot that shouldn't be hot. Like, and then, you know, you got teams that are probably going to fall apart because they don't have a head coach anymore now. There's a lot of possibilities. But I think if you had to pick one, the Thunder have a great chance at least going back at this point. 2 games, 2 double overtime wins. And they had only 1 overtime game all regular season last year.
I think the thing we're going to report more on is there might not even be an NBA season this year. Let's just get that straight. If they're saying 40 people plus went down in this indictment and they're only naming 3 names and LeBron is singing and he's attached to the singing part, man, we all know LeBron's at the end of his career and nothing will be better than calling out people and coming out looking like an angel.
You better do it before they do him like Diddy and R. Kelly. I can tell you that.
And with that said, Halloween is a time for ghosts and goblins. But what would you do if you were a black family living in a black neighborhood, predominantly black neighborhood, and a white family moved in and had a little different opinion about what Halloween was about?
That is so insensitive. They think they're celebrating Halloween, but they're trying to pass a subliminal message. This is address 1334. And look what they put up. North Mangonia Drive, 1334 North Mangonia Drive. And look at the person hanging upside down. That's why they got smiling on camera. Look at this. Look how insensitive this is. Look how disgusting this is. So I guess that's supposed to represent a black person.
All right. By the way, this is in Florida. They called out the address. If you go back and listen to the video, they actually tell you what road it's on and everything like that. Yeah, this white family moved in last month, and they're celebrating Halloween by putting an actual full hangman stand with a man upside down hanging by his ankles, and the man is definitely brown, and it says crime scene. It doesn't say graveyard. It doesn't say spooky Halloween. It says crime scene. Sheriff, how you feeling about this?
You know, this can be taken in so many different contexts. You know, is that a black trash bag? Is it, what was the intention with this? Because you're right, there's no cemetery, there's no beware, get out. Like that to me reminded me of the old West. That I hate how this has to be a racial thing though. Like I wish people could just get that out of them. It's not whites versus blacks or blacks versus Hispanics or Hispanics versus whites. We're supposed to be united. Segregation ended decades ago. And as far as I'm concerned, it's not happening now. But that looked like some old West shit right there. But the guy was upside down, so he wasn't hanging by the neck. So I guess they were somewhat sensitive to a
So
point.
I don't know if everybody knows, but this was in Florida, but in Tennessee at a college, supposedly, allegedly, 2 black students hung themselves from trees.
Oh, we had that story on here a few weeks ago.
And they were hung upside down, and supposedly they jumped to commit suicide. I don't know how you jump from a tree with your knots on your ankles. It's not going to snap your neck because your neck doesn't have a rope on it. But supposedly, I kind of felt like this was a tribute, and I'm saying it with quotations because I don't believe in this, but I felt like this white family was letting this predominantly black neighborhood know that they're racist. They were advertising it. That's how I felt. The crime scene tape is the biggest thing. If you wanted it to be Halloween, they make that same Halloween tape yellow and black. I get it every year.
Purple.
And it says, no, they make the same yellow and black. If you want to use the same
color.
Oh, yeah. If you want to write, the reason why I'm not going to give you the Western thing, because they didn't have crime tape in the West.
No.
If the crime tape wasn't there, you're not taking a homage to those black children, the black students that were hung in Tennessee. And I've heard it's happened in a couple other colleges too. So, King, how you feel about this?
I mean, shit, I don't know how long have people been celebrating Halloween?
Forever.
That's crazy.
Long time.
Okay, so let me do some shit that I've never done before. Let's just say that they could be talking about the history of Halloween. You feel me? Now, does that make it right? Absolutely not. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't. But I mean, shit, we never researched motherfucking history of Halloween. We do know this here though. If it was celebrated back in 1865 or around some shit like that, they were still hanging motherfuckers, right? So
2,000 years Halloween has been celebrated in
2,000 years,
not just this country, but around the world.
Even through slavery and all that shit. So we wasn't slave as people of color. We wasn't celebrating Halloween like that. They was hanging motherfuckers from the tree. And once you know your history, then you'll stop celebrating bullshit. You feel me? I mean, I can't condone for you because you say that you don't know what the fuck it is, because that time out with the internet now you can find out what anything motherfucker means. St. Valentine's Day Massacre, but we celebrated and say we wrap love around that shit, and it's not that. You feel me? So they came outside and gave you some real motherfucking history. You got offended about what was in the fucking front yard, but you did not go back and research how long Halloween had been around. You feel me? How long? Let's do this here. Jesus was on this earth 2,000 years ago, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
They were celebrating Halloween with Jesus. You know
Man, let's revisit that. That's going to be our question next week. What did Jesus pass out at Halloween? Bfam News every Thursday night at 11 o'clock. Catch us. We're out of here.
Yes, sir. That'll be easy, man.
What did Jesus pass out at Halloween?
Holy water.